Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel with me again, Richard Chandra. And on these occasions, I will tell you a bit more about influence and negotiations. Of course, this time as well, on behalf of IPMI Institute, and together with my lecturer and mentor, Associate Professor Dr. Leonnard and my mentor, Tjut Sjahnaz, which is already accompanying me for these past 2 and 3 months on the class. All right. Talking about negotiations, negotiation is process to influence others to achieve our needs while taking their needs into our account. Versus influence, which is part of the negotiation, is to persuade others to reach mutually beneficial agreement. Means, again, negotiation is to finding a solution that leaves both sides, the both parties happy. It's a win-win solution. Negotiation is not to win one party only. It's not like that. Both sides need to be happy, need to be win-win solution. All right. There are few key takeaways that will be take you for the rest 10-15 minutes on this video. The first one is the culture and interpersonal communication. Second, verbal message. Third is the skill of listening. Fourth is the interpersonal power and influence. Five is the persuading individuals and audiences. And the last one is the negotiation strategy and tactics. Let's go into the point for today. All right. The first one is the culture and the interpersonal communication. Iceberg. I believe that most of you already know or already see iceberg for many times already. But for any of you that or maybe see this for the first time, I try to there are two sides of the iceberg. Top side is things that easy to see, and also the bottom of the iceberg is the things that not easy to see. For instance, the humor, the gestures, the environment, the body language, and so on. So the personal communication is to balance between these things that you see and things that you cannot see. There are also five factors that goes to the importance of the culture. The first one is the demographic changes, sensitivity to cultural differences, the economic interdependence, the communication, which is the culture specific, and the communications of the technology. Remember, culture is essential for effectiveness of interpersonal communications culture. Right. The culture transmission, also there are two types. The first one is the enculturations, which is enculturation is to develop an ethnic identity, for instance, for family, friends, a commitment to your culture, beliefs, and values. And the second one is the acculturations. Acculturation is to learn a culture other than the one which you were born. The cultural differences also many things, many types. Individual versus collective, the man versus woman, the high power versus low power. So there are many types of the cultural differences. To achieve the effective intercultural communication, there are a few steps, a few steps. From the bottom one is to educate yourself, then to recognize the differences, to confront the stereotypes, to reduce the ethnocentrism, to anticipate the culture shock, and overall to adjust the communications. That's the way to reach the top of the stairs to improve the intercultural communication. Okay. Second one is the verbal message. The principle of verbal message, there are nine. First is the package. Meanings are in people. Meanings is, which is denotative and connotative, vary in abstraction, maybe meta communication, vary in assertiveness, can deceive, can be anonymous or anonymous, vary in politeness. To achieve effective verbal message, which is develop the principle of the verbal message, there are six important criteria. The first one is to avoid intentional orientations. Labels are not the most important. To avoid allness, not possible you to know all or everything in this world, not possible. Avoid confusing facts and inferences. Own conclusions. To avoid the indiscrimination, not stereotyping, everything is unique. Avoid polarizations, which is include all the possibilities. And the last one is to avoid the static evaluations, which is what? Update the message. Okay, number three of the important takeaways from this YouTube channel, listening. There are five stages. The first one is the receiving. Receiving is hearing, attending physically. Understanding is the learning and deciphering meaning. Remembering is recalling, retaining. Evaluating is the judging and criticizing. And responding. Responding what? To ensuring give feedback. There are also five major barriers on the listening. There are also important barriers: physically and mental distractions, the biases and the prejudice, the lack of appropriate focus, premature judgment, and last one is the hearing impairment. And important for listening. Remember, there are four listening styles: empathic, focus on others, attentive, physical closeness, and have a positive feedback. Polite is the no interrupting, respect each other, supportive, eye contact, positive feedback. Critical is the open-minded, recognize bias, focus on verbal and non-verbal, aware of the language fallacies. And the last one is again active listening, is express understanding, is knowing each other, is asking a questions, is two-way communications. All right. The fourth one is the power and influence. Power is very critical. Power is potential influence, ability to get someone to do something you desire. Influence, power in use, and kinetic power. And there are power principle. Power, some more powerful. Power also can be shared among each others. Power is generates privilege. Be careful on this. Okay. Power in relationship. There are six types of power in relationship. First one is the reverent, persuasions, and expert. And the last three is the legitimate, reward, and coercive. Legitimate, reward, and coercive power is formal. You can see as the position power. Power that you see by yourself because you earn or because you are in some certain of positions. Power in persons, there are credibility, competence, and charisma. And power in message, there are again power in verbal and also non-verbal. Power in resisting power. There are three types: negotiation, non-negotiation, and justifications. Negotiation means attempt to accommodate or to compromise in some ways. And then negotiation is without any time to compromise, simply state a refusal. Justification is giving reasons why you should not comply. Personal informed power, there are two types also: expert and referent. Expert is have knowledge and superior skill. Reference ability to influence others. Politicking is use power and information to move resource towards preferred objective. And here is the, the important things. Deal with more power. There are six situational conditions how to deal with more power. The first one is never do an all or nothing deal. It's not acceptable. It's make a low power party vulnerable. Second one is a smaller party. Make the other party smaller. Work with subgroups, diversify relationship and multi-interest to create a smaller party. Third one is build momentum in the sequence deal. What this mean? This means to build to strengthen the relationship, seek neither informations, go step by step, having the contingency plan and others. Power of competitions to leverage power. Use the power of competition to leverage power. Offer to more than one high power party. Better if they compete against each other for us, for you. Number five is the information. Six is the questions. Good info is always source of power. More information is more ready. Seek information, organize, and try to be persuasive. Question, ask more questions, get more information, show willingness to cooperate. The fifth one is the persuasion. Persuasion is the form of influence, a process of guiding people towards the adoption of behavior, the belief or attitude that the persuader prefers. Persuasion is important. Why? Let me answer you. Because the first one is the effective managers, persuaders. More companies now adopting non-hierarchical environment, and also the persuasion effective to reach goal. Persuasion involves a careful preparation, proper presentations of arguments, and also supporting evidence in appropriate way. It doesn't rely on deceit, persuasion. It doesn't directly giving orders. Persuasion process is understand others' motivation and needs, establish the credibility, frame from the common ground, engage in joint problem solving, support the preferred outcome with logic, and reinforce with appeal to emotion. Persuasion is a form of influence, cautions in the exclamation mark, positively persuading or negatively manipulating you need to understand. What you need to understand, the first one is who is really benefiting as a result of this act. Remember, think about this. Second one is the informations being presented accurately. And third one is, does these interactions feel like a test of wills? Or is healthy and positive debate? This we need to understand. How to defend from manipulations, negative manipulations. Is the clear on convictions? Be clear on your conviction and why you hold them. Think substance, not appearance. Doubt the trust of what's being said. Always know the source. And consider the needs of others besides yourself. Finally, the last one, 6. Negotiation strategy and tactics. There are techniques choice dependent on 4 points. Existing relationship between parties, negotiation objectives, cultural environment, and also negotiation styles. The stage of negotiating promise of 5 stages. The first one is preparation and planning. Decide on what you want and why. Then gather the data. Present arguments persuasively. Know others' want and why, others' strengths and weaknesses. Develop your strategy. Know their potential strategy and determine your BATNA, best alternative to negotiated agreement. Number 2 is the definition of the ground rules. Determine your own guidelines of rules for negotiations. Determine who will part of the nego. Determine what issue to be negotiated and when, how, where the negotiation takes place. Third one is the clarification and justification. Each party clarifies what they want and justify why. The 4 stages continue with bargaining and problem solving. Both parties working toward explore all possibilities for solutions. And last but not least, number 1 is the closure and the implementations. Okay, all the negotiating, we need to have the clear statement, closure, and the implementations. Agreement is formalized, need to be documented, need to have reviewed the key points, need to have the formal written agreement that know both party and read a formal agreement for signing any documents on paper. Right. Negotiation strategy and practice also involve the integrity and ethics. Deceptive tactics are risky and illegal. It's not good. There are a few things that maybe you think that can be right, maybe that's wrong. The truth, all of this is risky and illegal. It's wrong. Is what is this disguising information? You not try to be advanced. You not try to be clear. You hiding some agenda. You manipulating all the statements here and there, data, make a false statements. You try to mislead others by deceiving something. Try to get information by covert method. It's insulting or demeaning others. All right. So based on this negotiation and strategies, we will try to demonstrate a real case on daily life. So in the next 5 minutes, you will see the video role play of what the negotiations will take place. Please. Yes, okay, Mr. Chandra, good morning. Thanks for coming in. I heard that you had something important to discuss with me. Feel free. Yes, thank you, Mr. Richard. Yes, I think this is a bit difficult for me to say. Sorry, boss, my English not good. That I decided to resign from my position. Resign? Really? That's really unexpected. You are one of the most valued team members that I had at the moment. Can I ask you what's led you into this decision? Yeah, I know, boss. It wasn't an easy choice. I'm really enjoying, happy working here. But I've been offered a new role that aligns more closely with my career, and it is a great opportunity to grow and I think to take on the new challenges, boss. I see. I think growth and the new challenge are important. Yeah, I also realize that, and I want to say that I respect whatever that your decisions on this one. But I really hope that we can take a moment to talk about this. You've been such a vital part of our success in our organizations, and we do really hate that you see to go without exploring other possibilities into our company. Yeah, I'm happy and I appreciate that you are saying that, boss. But I think I've been feeling a bit silly here. Oh, sorry, boss. Yes, I think that's fair feedback, and I wish I had known this earlier. That you felt this way. And let me ask, what specifically about the new opportunities that excites you over there? Is it type of work? Is the leadership opportunities? The career growth? Is the compensation or benefit? Or is there something else that really blew on your mind now? It's a mix. The new roles over there offers a chance to lead a team, small team, to work on innovative projects and develop skills. And I haven't had a chance to focus on here. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, but I cannot help thinking that we might able to meet those demands or those needs here. For instance, we have several exciting projects that coming up. We do have the roadmap on 2025. We set this up together, remember? And I think you've been excellent to lead one of these roadmap, one of these improvement project. What kind of projects are you talking about here, sir? I think one of the example is a specific project or initiative which has a high visibility and impact. We are really looking for someone to take ownership and lead a cross-functional team. We know that most of the 2024 this year we have more of the young people coming in, right? And it's that kind of opportunity that you could expand your skill to lead them, to put you in the real leadership positions that have a career growth in the incoming forward. Yes, that does sound interesting, but the new role also comes with a significant pay increase over there, boss, which is hard for me to ignore those. Valid point, but let me be clear. Your contributions here are incredibly valuable. I don't want you to be to think this. I try to be in the objective part, but the truly is I've been willing to revisit on your compensations and benefit to ensure that it reflects both of your impact and your future responsibilities. Yeah, I hadn't considered that, Mister. Yeah, I think beyond of the compensation that we are talking here, think about this. You have already built a strong relationship here. You already work here more than 5 years, exposures up and down together with this company. You understand our culture, you understand our processes, and the team respect you immensely. Starting fresh somewhere that comes also with the challenge, come also with the expectation that you are bring up here. Yeah, that can be a, let's say, a boomerang. Okay, that can be hit you back more, let's say, more difficult you to put the position that you already grew with us. Yeah, that's also the challenge, that how you make even a greater impact with the right adjustment over there.
Yeah, I do value the relationship that I built here. I'm happy to work with you, boss, and that's something I would miss. I wouldn't miss that, boss.
Exactly. And I don't want you to feel like leaving is your only options to grow. Again, I do hope that we have discussed this earlier. I do hope that I understand your feelings and how to make the rightful situations for you. If we can provide those challenges, leadership, and development opportunities you are looking for, now let me ask you, would you reconsider to stay on this position?
Sure, I would definitely be open to that, but I want to see a clear plan to move forward.
That's fair. Here what I will do. I will put together a proposal outlining a new role with you, more leadership and project ownership, as well as adjustment to your compensations. Let's review it together, whether that makes sense before you make a final decision that you are truly leaving this company.
Sure, then that sounds reasonable for me. I didn't expect this kind level of support from you, and I do respect those decisions, those statements, that those input towards myself.
Yes, you've earned it. And this the company. We try to be as objective as possible. You are important part of this team. Let me try to be clear one more time for you. And I believe we can create a path forward that works for both of us.
Thank you, boss. I will think it over, and I also with your proposal. And in the meantime, I try to talk with my family. I try to reconsider the options. Again, thank you so much for, let's say, for today, for this morning.
Sure, no pressure. Take your time. I'm really confident that we can find a way to keep you here while also helping you to achieve your goals. I don't want you to make rash decisions. Please take your time in a moment. Feel free if you have anything to discuss with me. Feel free if you have any doubt or any other remarks or any other input or solutions for how to make this is forward. Yeah, my door always open for you. Yeah, thanks for your time to discuss with me, and looking forward to see you again in a couple of days. Okay. Thanks for being open up. All right, good video, right? So I think I see them somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. There are two people, the boss, Mr. Richard, and the employee, Mr. Chandra. So Mr. Chandra is not speaking English very well. Try to understanding, try to negotiate each other. The key takeaways from those videos first is the empathy. The boss show the empathy to the employee, encourage an open communications. Then boss show respect and concerns that expressed by the employee. Employee in that employee feel valued because of the boss, how the boss react. Then find motivation to strategize. Try to understand underlying the motivations. Make a win-win solutions both for the company, for the boss, and also for the employee and his future. Offer opportunity. Highlight organization propositions and offer opportunity to move forward. Offer an opportunity for career growth. Address the tangible needs, including any compensations that related, what has been offered over there, try to understand their situations, try to understand the whole, understand the story and the philosophy among each others. Leverage the current conditions. Leverage current condition is an intangible benefits, balance emotional and logic. So try to be humble, try to be, yeah, straight, emotional. and logical. That's flows of the communication show that way. Provide autonomy for the employee, give some space for them, give some space also to think, and the most important things, even in the early morning, boss will ask him to come, ask him to to speak her story, make some let's say appointment already with that, and then the conclusion is to understand and each others, try to find a solutions, try to give the settlement, how to move forward towards a win-win solutions. Okay, the key of the negotiation is to win-win solutions among what? Among the company and boss and also the employee. All right, so yeah, I think that's my 20 minutes plus of my video. So thank you so much for listening to these videos, to these YouTube channels. Again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me on my screen here. So richard.chandra@ipmi.ac.id. And I would also suggest you on how to influence a negotiation to see this movie, A 12 Angry Men. I think this movie is around 1957, if I'm not mistaken. It's played by Henry Fonda. Very good movie. In 1957, 12 Angry Men in one stage, in one room. All of the negotiation, all of the influence, all of the problem solving, all of the, let's say, critical communication and so on is in this movie. Ensure that you watch this movie. And again, thanks so much for watching this video and see you again next time. Bye.